that number will swell to 8 billion. And many of us are moving into cities. In fact, by about 2050, 70% of us will live in cities. Compare that to 3% just in the 1800s. So many of us are moving to cities. And cities are responsible for about 75% of all the energy that we use. So as we move more and more into cities, increased urbanization and population growth will place increased stress on cities and how we live. And IoE will help these cities become smarter, become more agile, more fluid. How we consume energy is going to change. Buildings will talk to smart meters, which will talk to the energy grid to manage energy more intelligently. Street lighting will turn into multifunction devices, offering communication, safety, security, entertainment, so much more than just lighting. Cars are getting connected at record rates. IP connectivity will be standard on all new vehicles in 2023. And we should expect to see about 500 million cars connected to the network by the next decade. And cars will talk to one another. They will talk to the infrastructure. They'll talk to the roads. They'll talk to the parking sensors that John showed earlier. No longer will you have to drive around looking for a parking space. The city will tell you where the parking space is. And things will follow people. As we talked about earlier, the number of things on the network now has dwarfed the number of people. So more and more things will follow people. We're used to people following people on social networks like Twitter and Facebook and so on. But in the future, things will follow people, provide the right information at the right time based on who you are and where you are. And things will follow things. So whether it's to control your temperature in your home because of weather conditions, things will follow things, and homes will adapt and become living organisms, as will cities. From a resource perspective, we'll use IoE to manage our precious resources. Take water as an example. Today, 30% of water is lost in transit. Why? Because of leaky pipes. IoE with sensors and connectivity will help to manage that resource and provide visibility where there is none. Ensure that that water is safe to drink and is not lost in transit. From a food perspective, you saw some of the tiny sensors we were talking about. Sensors that we will connect to food to ensure that the food is fresh and doesn't spoil. In the US alone, we throw away 40% of food. That's unconscionable. 40% of food is thrown away when there are people in the world starving. Why? In large part because food spoils. If we can sense this before it spoils, we can take action. You can't manage what you can't measure. And connections will make dumb things really intelligent things. Why? Because as we put all of this intelligence in the cloud, you take something like a lowly door lock and a very inexpensive camera sensor. This door lock can snap your picture, take that picture, send it to the cloud for processing, and now can do facial recognition. So very dumb things, if you will, become very intelligent things because of connectivity.